Alright guys, I'm in Bonaire right now, which is one of the Dutch Antilles. You've got Aruba, you've got Bonaire, and you've got Curaçao. And as you can hear, there's a lot of dogs around here. Right now I'm walking towards the CrossFit gym / box in Bonaire, where acquaintances of my girlfriend asked to look out for the gym while they go to the Netherlands. So of course, we said yes. So basically we got their apartment here, so all we had to pay for is the tickets for the plane. And you know, the apartment is arranged. Only thing we have to pay for now is the food, of course, and the activities we want to do. So it's for 15 days. This is, I believe, day number 4. You know, day number 1 doesn't really count because of the jet lag. And we found a really nice gym here, owned by Alison Maria, which we trained at for all days that we've been here, basically. They got all the machines, our ham strength, and you will see it in this video, the workouts that we are able to do on this island of Bonaire. And it's just a very warm climate here, which I quite like. I'm getting a nice tan. It's just a very fun environment for sure, a lot of nature, which I love. And yeah, this is a very nice holiday. I've never been over the ocean before, so this is a first experience for me. But I have to say, I really enjoy it. So in the meantime, I have my laptop with me, and I will be working on a workout video, including this very clip that I will put in, and I will upload it later on today, because there's no real Wi-Fi around here, only at the apartment itself, so I don't have any connection anywhere, which is quite nice as well. But yeah, I'm enjoying my time right here, right now, for a lot more days, and we'll see you in the next clip. So basically, walking around the neighborhood, this is what you see. And honestly, there are quite a lot of interesting cars around here. A lot of import cars from Japan, where the steering wheel is on the other side, which is pretty awesome. And a lot of pickup trucks, of course, a lot of Jeeps, to be able to drive on this terrain, because you can see, even if it's asphalt, it's still pretty rough. And there are no real rules here in terms of traffic. There are no parking tickets. There's nothing like that. Only if you're drunk and you're causing accidents, that's not allowed. But the rest, they don't really care around here. For example, you can see right there a Honda import from Japan. Pickup trucks right there. A lot from America and Japan basically here. Which is pretty awesome, because I'm a car fan and I'm seeing cars here that I don't usually see in the Netherlands. Pretty cool apartments here as well. A lot of different variety of stuff to see, and you will see a lot more what's to do here in Bonaire.
En zakken. En op. En zakken. Yes. En op. En leg de barbel neer. Ja? Ja. Jawel.
So yeah guys, isn't this amazing? Look at this background right there. Pure blue water, nice sun, nice wind. It's pretty hot here, but because of the wind, you don't really feel it, and I'm not sure if you can even hear me right now because of the wind, but hopefully you can. But yeah, how do you call that? Snorkel? In Dutch we call it snorkelen. You go right below the surface of the water, you're able to breathe through a device goggles on and you can watch the fishes, of course. Watch the world of the sea, which is very amazing, trust me. If you haven't done it before, I haven't done it before this holiday in Bonaire, but if you haven't, you certainly should try it whenever you have the chance. And the amazing thing here is you're free to do it wherever you want, so if you see a nice place, you can actually do it. And I'm showing you a lot of underwater footage as well of things that we spotted, which is pretty cool for sure.
And then of course it is time for the workout itself, a leg workout, the very first workout we did in the gym in Bonaire, of course. And this is a very awesome gym. It is called the Voyage of Success Fitness Corner in Bonaire. And of course we start out with the hamstrings, because that is a weak point of me, and I'm working on it diligently for my show in July. So this laying leg curl is awesome because you get a full range of motion, but also you cannot cheat, because if you go upwards explosively too hard, you will actually lose grip with your ankles on the thingies that you see right there. If you do it too hard, too explosively, you won't be able to fully contract the hamstrings because there's no resistance anymore. So you really gotta look out for that. So a slow motion, literally a slow motion on this machine, is the only way to properly execute it. And then we moved on to the seated hamstring curl, the seated leg curl, which is an awesome exercise as well. It is very, very good for the contraction of the hamstrings, and as I always say, bodybuilding is all about hitting the muscles from different angles. So the movement of the legs may look the same, such as a lot of bicep curls do as well, but if you hit different exercises, you will hit different muscle fibers, and that is what bodybuilding is all about. And after having warmed up the hamstrings 2 times in a row, feeling them pumped up, feeling them very full, every exercise you do onwards after that you will feel in your hamstrings. So even a hack squat, which is meant for the quads, you will feel in the hamstrings quite a lot.
Suppose for you.
Now it is time to get ready for some heavier sets of the hack squat. This is a very nice machine, a very broad platform to stand on, so it's very comfortable to do, feels very safe, feels very sturdy, and some hack squats aren't like this, but here you can feel that you can push 1,000,000 pounds of weight. And by the way, all the weights here are in pounds, which is very nice, because then you don't really know, as I always work in kilograms, how much weight you're pushing, so it's all about the feeling of the weight. And if you look at my form on the hack squat, you can see that I'm going not only 90 degrees, but actually below 90 degrees, because we are working the hamstrings today. And if you work the hamstrings, you cannot stop at 90 degrees. You gotta go as deep as possible, because only when you go full depth, you will activate the hamstrings and the glutes as well. If you stay at 90 degrees, such as Ronnie Coleman, who is genetically superior, of course, you only work the quads. So if you're not genetically superior in every single possible way, you should do it with a full range of motion. And what I always say on the bench press, that you always have to warm up properly before going heavy, the same applies to the hack squat. If you go too heavy right away, it is really not good for the knees. You can always also pull muscles in the quads, the glutes, the hamstrings. You're always at a risk, so be on the lookout for that for sure. And the best thing to do as well on the hack squat is go downwards on the negative slowly, because that'll actually damage the muscle the most. And when going up, you can go up explosively if everything feels right, because this is a very knee sensitive exercise, and if you do feel it in your knees, you should go slow on the negative and the positive, or look at alternative exercises and look at what the cause of the pain in the knee is. Personally, I've never experienced knee pain myself.
Door. Op. Alleen. Go. Push. Makkelijk.
Now this is a very interesting exercise which I've never seen or done before, so of course I had to try it out. It's a unilateral leg press, which means that both legs are working independently. So if one leg is stronger or pushes harder than the other one, you will notice the difference, because the plateaus, the platforms, won't be equal, and you have to keep them equal. This is a great way to push the same amount of force with both legs, making sure that they are developed the same way. So if you have the opportunity to do exercises like this, you definitely should, because most people have imbalances in their legs, and doing exercises like this definitely helps out a lot.
Those are the sets.
And also here it is important to go full range of motion. I'm trying to go a little lower than 90 degrees to make sure I hit those hamstrings and glutes as well. And then it is time for the seated calf raise. Always go full range of motion on this one. If you don't go full range of motion, you won't be able to develop fully developed calves. And that is what we want, isn't it? When the weight is still pretty light for me, I like to it looks like bounce the weight up and down. It's not really bouncing, but it's really putting attention on the calves as much as possible, because it has been proven if you go down faster that you will actually stretch out the calves even more and enhance the hypertrophy effect of the calves. But here you can see me going a little heavier, and when I'm going down, I make sure to go down as much as possible, stretching out every single fiber in those calves. And when going upwards, I try to contract as hard as possible. As you can see there, you can see all the different calf muscles working together to create the awesome, fully developed calves. And of course, at the end of the day, it is time to cook some food, a post-workout meal. Even in BONAIRE, I still make sure to eat properly. In that pan, you can see 400 grams of white fish, you can see some vegetables, you can see some rice. That is all for me, so it'll be amazing to eat after this workout. Anyway guys, I want to thank you for watching, and do not forget to stay golden.